Plate Special. It is real live music right here in beautiful downtown Knoxville, Tennessee. And we are right here inside Visit Knoxville. Feel free to come join us if you like. We'd love to have you in the audience. But if you can't be here with us today, you can jump on over to that WDVX Facebook page or YouTube channel where you can watch it streaming live. So today we have two acts for you. The Turkey Buzzards are here and are going to be up the second half of the show today to get things started. They've come over to join us from Nashville, Tennessee. Y'all, give a great big welcome to Jack McKeon to the Blue Plate Special.
Hello, everybody. My name is Jack McKeon. We're happy to be here. We drove up from Nashville today, as she said, and I didn't mess up the time change too bad, but I did mess it up. I forgot we're back on East Coast time, which I grew up on. I'm from New York State. So we're going to do this song of mine called Last Slice of Heaven. It comes out in a few weeks. On March 15th, this song will be out in the world, and I'll tell you more about it after we get done playing with it. Here it is. 1, 2, 3. Perfect bluebird morning, working till the afternoon. Take a thermos full of coffee and a mandolin playing out a tune. He wasn't Bill Monroe. He's never sung a note that wasn't flat. On rented land, he's grown a bit more food than he could eat. So sell the rest on Sunday, can whatever he can keep. Tomato, corn, and beans, potatoes and winter greens on an acre and a half. But now the land that he's been working, it's worth more than he could name. Well, selling out surrender, he's leaving like defeat. He's in a world that's always changing what it means to be the same. No spit and polish cleans up the stuff they'd rather throw away. Making honest living where the honest few are found. It takes more than prayers and loans to keep your boots on solid ground. On the last slice of heaven in this town. Barn is full up with a crop of auto parts. There's a broken antique thresher, now the Oldsmobile won't start. The county's creeping in, says they ought to go condemn that old place. Neighbors never wave to him as he walks along the road. He goes over to the Legion, drinks a beer and goes back home all alone. He sits in silence, his life like a reminder of what's changed. As every field is a row of houses waiting to be built. There ain't no such thing as empty space till you need something to fill. And in a world that's always changing what it means to be the same. No spit and polish cleans up the stuff they'd rather throw away. Making honest living where the honest few are found. It takes more than prayers and loans to keep your boots on solid ground. On the last slice of heaven, on the last slice of heaven in this town. on down. Thank you, guys. That's Miss Amelia Ransom on that fiddle. She's been here on this stage a time or two, I believe, with her band Thunder and Rain, and with her family band, right? With the Ransom Notes as well. So she's been here a time or two, and on my right here, which radio folks, you can't see that, but on my right here, that's Miss Vicki Vaughn on the bass and those harmony vocals. Well, we're happy to be here. It's fun getting to play in front of people and out to the world, you know, because my whole life I was told I had a face for radio, so it works pretty good, but you guys just have to roll with me. We're going to have Amelia kick off this next song. It's a bit of a love song in reverse. It's called I Don't Trust You. She's got an ever-changing mind. She changes all the time. And every line she finds is another to cross. She wanders all around. There's never been a heart that held her down. I don't know don't trust you loving me. No, I don't believe the things that you proclaim. I can't rely on your word, 'cause I don't know what they're worth. So I don't trust you loving me. In a world of sticks and stones, it's hard and glass I call my own. It's bound to crack and shatter from time to time. I've known other lovers who stitched up faith and hope in you. You left a trail of ties cut loose, broken bind. So I don't trust you loving me. No, I don't believe the things that you proclaim. I can't rely on your words, 'cause I don't know what they're worth. So I don't trust you loving me. So why hold on? Why hold out? Why can't you let me be? So I don't trust you loving me. No, I don't trust you loving me.
This is Jack McKeon with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. Jack's based out of Nashville, but came there from New York.
Yeah. You don't hear that a lot. Upstate New York. Don't hold it against me, but I got down to Tennessee as fast as I could.
So, Jack, was your family musical growing up?
No. I was put into classical piano lessons when I was 6 because my mom thought it would make me better at math. And I was 45 minutes late getting here, so I guess it didn't really work. But that's kind of what got it started. But no one in my family really ever played any music.
Well, so obviously, the classical piano didn't stick. So
What do you mean?
So when did you start playing the guitar?
I started playing guitar when I was 12 or 13, and I was playing keyboard in a band with my middle school friends, and I thought I could play guitar better than the other guy, but I didn't have one, and I had never played one. So I did start to learn then, but I don't know if I've quite figured it out yet, but that's where it began.
Well, so what about songwriting for you? Did that happen about the same time the guitar or later?
You know, it started around that time, but I always wrote. You know, both of my parents growing up emphasized the importance of writing anything, whatever it was. My parents at various points in their lives were journalists and different things like that. So writing was really, really important for me, and I went to college. I got an English degree, so I'm a handyman now. So the guidance counselor was right about that one. But yeah, so writing and language and everything was always really important to me. And songwriting kind of crept up on me a little bit.
So when you write, do you write on keyboard or guitar?
It depends. I've written on guitar primarily. I'll write on piano a little bit. I'll write with no instruments at all, intentionally sometimes. And it's varied. One time I wrote a song with a pool noodle. And we're not going to play that song today, but
okay,
yeah,
interesting.
It had a good resonance to it. It could tap out a good beat, and it had a little pitch to it, and the song wrote itself.
So, do you do the Nashville co-writing thing?
A little bit, more and more. Well, so that second song we did was a co-write with a good friend of mine named Colin Nash, who's a really talented artist, writer, player. But most of the songs I tend to get my better stuff when I work alone. It takes me a long time to write a song, and no one really wants to spend 6 hours with me in a room.
Right.
So you know what I mean. But I do a little bit of the co-writing thing. When I first moved to Nashville, that was sort of what I kind of thought I would do, the Music Row thing and the co-writing thing. And it's hard. It's a weird world. And so I keep one foot in there and then kind of do my own thing a lot as well.
All right. Yeah. So you've got a new project coming out very soon. So tell us about that.
So this project, it's 10 songs, 9 of which I wrote. And I think, talking about the co-writing thing, I think I wrote 5 or 6 of those by myself. And then we have one kind of fun cover up our sleeves for that. But it's a 10 song track. Vicky got to play on it and sing on it, and I was really grateful to have her. And we did it with a guy in Nashville named Sean Sullivan, who's kind of killing it right now, working with all sorts of high-profile bluegrass and acoustic music artists. And we were able to put together just an awesome ensemble of players. Mr. Ashby Frank on mandolin, Vicky Vaughn on bass, Christian Settlemeyer, who's out with Jerry Douglas, was playing fiddle, and Justin Moses played a whole mess of instruments. And you can see him with Bela Fleck and Sierra Hull and all sorts of people. And so I was very, very lucky to have the pickers I got to have on that project.
Sounds.
And we're getting there.
Fancy.
Yeah.
So the for singles coming out March
15th. That first song I got to play, Last Slice of Heaven, that comes out March 15th. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So y'all can keep an eye there on the website, jackmckeonmusic.com, and feel free to shake and howdy with them after the show, and thank them for making music for us. On March 9th, they'll be performing in Waynesville.
Yep, Waynesville, North Carolina. We'll be at the Scotsman's Public House, I think the trio here.
And the complete schedule is right there on the website as well. I'm going to back on out of the way, y'all. We're going to get more music here from Jack McKeon on the Blue Plate Special.
Yeah, this next song, we'll slow it down a little bit. This is a song I wrote called Crooked Teeth, and this little story I like to tell behind this one. There's a restaurant called Wendell Smith's in Nashville, right on Charlotte Avenue, that I get to spend a lot of time in, and it's great people watching, and it's also great food. And it's got a liquor store in the front of the store and a restaurant in the back, which I like to say is sort of how my mind is wired, you know, frontal lobe and whatever the other one is. And I went there one morning. It was like a Saturday morning or something. They have these booths that are just one person wide on each side, and they're just perfect for kind of pretending to read a book and just getting to kind of watch people. And I had a song idea in my head and sort of grew and kind of germinated while I was there. And then I went back to my friend's house and wrote it on his couch. He wasn't home, so it's kind of close to a co-write, but it's
called Crooked Teeth.
There's a woman in an apron standing in the kitchen, bruises on her left arm where the needle keeps missing. On a sunny Sunday morning, the whole town is closed. But when the sermon's over, you need somewhere else to go. So she works the counter all by herself. Oh, everyone's a Christian until someone needs some help. But the coffee's hot and the food is cheap, and her words sound sweet coming through her crooked teeth. There's a boy at the counter, he's reading Mark Twain. He's got a switchblade in his pocket, he's not old enough to shave. He says he wants to grow up, but he doesn't know how. And boy becomes a man when you need a man around. So now he's staring at the omelet steaming on his plate, and he's thinking about time, like time was a mistake. To be a few years older, to be a savior off the street. How easy it all could be, marry the girl with the crooked teeth. Now there's ice cubes melting in his glass of Diet Coke, and she's counting up the loose change before she goes outside to smoke. And he's wishing he could join her in the cool morning air. He started smoking cigarettes, but he never inhaled. So she brings his check just a little too soon. And then the 10:30 rush gives way in the afternoon. She always says hello, but he knows they'll never meet. But she looks so sweet, smoke blowing through her crooked teeth.
Thank you very much. Two? Okay. Two. You got two more. All right, you guys, we'll keep it moving along if you're still with us. Start your afternoon with a real sad song there. This next one's called Paler Shade of Blue. This is all these are going to be on this record, Talking to Strangers, that's coming out. And that the whole thing will be out in June 21st, I think. Yeah. And so stick around for that. And if you're on Instagram, you can find me there, or Facebook, or I've got an email list too. I love emails. So. But this is one of those co-writes I was talking about. I wrote this with a friend of mine named Jacob Lineberry. It goes like this.
I've tried to untangle my mind, make sense of these signs, but I can't seem to. Just when I see a light on the other end, they're dangling by a thread, the last days of my youth. It's a paler shade of blue between what's left of you and the rest of our borrowed time. It ain't nothing new, hanging around just like a fool until the sun falls from the sky. I guess I couldn't pass the test, 'cause I was never like the rest, always lonely, seldom on my own. Things change, break down and rearrange between happiness and the pain. Many blessings go untold. It's a paler shade of blue between what's left of you and the rest of our borrowed time. It ain't nothing new, standing around just like a fool till the sun falls from the sky. Go farther, it's getting harder to know just what we hope to find. Digging deeper for something sweeter, but all that's there is a 6-foot box of pine. No, one day it's mine. It's a paler shade of blue between what's left of you and the rest of our borrowed time. 'Cause it ain't nothing new. Some men are prophets, some are fools who get lost in their own desire.
Thank you very much, guys. We appreciate getting to spend the morning here with you guys. And we got one more tune for you. Oh, I know. But those of us with us here today in person, not just over the radio, come say hey and hang out for the next band. We got, is it Turkey,
Buzzards.
Turkey Buzzards. I'm sorry, there's a lot of turkey options. And I didn't really have much of a breakfast, so I'm thinking about turkey in general. I'm getting scatterbrained. Stick around and thank you guys. This last song's called Willow Lane. It's kind of a little mystery song about kind of the postal system, you know. Being a songwriter, being a musician, I do not own a house. You might have guessed that. And so you spend a lot of time moving around in your 20s and going to different places, and nobody updates their mailing address. So I'm sure, like a lot of you guys, you may be getting mail from all these old people who used to live in your house. And a friend of mine kind of wrote this song, sort of communicating with maybe this person who had lived in the house before you, because at the time he was getting all sorts of mail for this lady named Annie, and it was like bad mail. It wasn't like the junk mail about credit cards and stuff. It was like debt collectors and things like that. And we were just kind of wondering where she might have run off to. So this song's kind of about that.
Well, and he's got one more week, and I think they really mean it this time. She used to stay where I stay. Lately she's been a little hard to find. There's letters piled in the corner with her name. I can't bring myself to throw away on Willow Lane. I think Annie liked old oak trees, so I spent November fighting with the wind. Well, they're a funny thing to leave, but I like to think she'll be driving by again. Her side of the fence, not much has changed. I hope she likes what I did with the place. On Willow Lane. In this temporary house, we all drift in and out, taking all that's around, the silence and the sound. 'Cause only the people seem to change through the cracking window pane. Another city, another name, another voice you can't explain. On Willow Lane. There's a life among the bills. Wish I could conjure up here with my mind. She's like a ghost I think I knew, now lost among all that she left behind. Doghouse in the yard's all that remains. The cracks in these old walls are still the same. On Willow Lane. On Willow Lane.
Thank you very much. Amelia Ransom and Vicki Vaughn. I'm Jack McKeon.
Jack McKeon on the Blue Plate special. Again, more information can be found jackkeonmusic.com. And just thank them for being here with us today. And they made that big old drive over here from Nashville, and then they're turning around and going right back over there. So they just came to make music for us today. We want them to know we appreciate them. Support for the WDVX Blue Plate special comes from listeners just like yourselves from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Tennessee Arts Commission, downtown Knoxville, Visit Knoxville, and Barley's in the Old City. It's where we have the Big Plate on Fridays at noon, of course. So this week at Barley's, the Gladstone Family Band will be joining us. The Gladstone Family Band is different in the fact that these are real live East Tennessee farm working kids. You know, there's no cell phone stuck in their back pocket. There's no game action happening in the living room, you know, after dinner. They go to school, they work on the farm, they make music at night. You know, it's what the family does. And they're going to be with us on Friday for the big plate. So make some plans to join us for that. Now, also, coming up tomorrow, we have Becca Trimmel with us, along with the Lovesick Trio. And the Lovesick Trio is a band that is visiting from Spain. And yet a honky-tonk band on top of that. So it's going to be kind of interesting getting to know them as well. And then on Saturday, Chris Long returns to the show along with the Matt Bird Band. Now, an easy thing to do is to just go to our website there at WDVX.com. Once you get there, you click at the just very top of the page. It says, click here for the calendar, and you click there for the calendar, and poof, there it is. It will link you over to artist websites so you can learn more about them as well, and that's all right there at WDVX.com. So they've been here with us before on the Blue Plate special. They just drove over the mountain there from Wilmington, North Carolina. The vicinity, anyway. Y'all give a great big welcome to the Turkey Buzzards to the Blue Plate Special.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's see. We'll start off with a tune I wrote for a good buddy of mine. His name's Brian Lloyd Daly, the Cat Daddy, and we lived together in downtown Wilmington for a while, and it's close to the coast, but it's still got to make like a 15-minute, 20 drive to actually get to the beach. And on those days when he didn't feel like dealing with traffic or putting a little gas in his Mazda 626, he'd just sit there in our gravel driveway and pretend he was at the beach.
Off coming hours early, walking barefoot to a 626. He keeps some liquor store sandals, cause he just can't handle boots for another minute. Driveway vacation, clear summer day. Tourists on the road, so he's staying close to home and dropping ice and some Gordon's gin. Homemade with beach chair, carpool on the lawn, with a busted radio playing only George Jones, Billy Joe, and John Prine. Driveway vacation, clear summer day. Many tourists on the road, so he's staying close to home and dropping ice and some Gordon's gin. Clear mind and country rides makes a happy man with a barefoot and tan, and the gas tank still full.
tourist on the road, so he's staying close to home and dropping ice in some golden gem.
Thank you.
So yeah, Eric and I are getting ready to make a new record. So maybe we'll do a couple that'll be on that next one. This one, not quite sure on the name yet, but it's a tune about trying to find your place and maybe some balance too. Walking on the break of dawn, dreaming on a woman like a perfect song. She makes me feel like nothing's wrong. It's being broken, but still carrying on. Reckless tendencies, why do they appeal to me? Need to find a new recipe for my worn out, restless feet. One day I'll find my home. Slow sipping on a little strong, looking in some blue eyes and laughing it off. Reckless tendencies, been chewing at the best of me. Why can't I see? Ought to just learn to breathe. Yes, sir, I want that seat on the porch of serenity. Allow me feeling good and talking deep, looking in the blue eyes of eternity. Reckless tendencies, won't let them get a hold of me. 'Cause finally I see a porch of serenity, blue eyes of eternity. Yeah, I see.
It's the Turkey Buzzards with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. Is there any particular reason for that name?
Well, yeah, I saw this nice old dude looking for condors in California, and he was on vacation having a heck of a time. Radio edit. But yeah, he said I've been out here for a week and looking for condors, and all I see is these dang turkey buzzards. And we were at the time looking for a band name, and the rest of them were really bad. And so I just put that one in the band name bank, and then walked down the road a little bit, and he was standing on top of like 4 condors with tags on them. He just was looking a little too far out.
All the other names that were floating around were by our buddy that used to play guitar with us, and they were all like breakfast items, things of that nature. So when he threw Turkey Buzzards out there, I was like, book it. We're good.
We have been billed as the Turkey Buzza because somebody didn't open the email the whole way, and Turkey Burgers.
Turkey Burgers on special, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty popular at my house. Just saying. Anyway, so Dylan, you were saying that that was a new song, and that you all were going to be working on a new project soon. When you work on new material, do you all co-write? Do you write? Do both of you write? Do you do the writing and you all hash it out, or how's it work? Where are the songs coming from?
Well, Eric writes some real mean tunes, but I think a lot of times we both just write on our own and come with the song's almost completely done, and then when we start playing together, they'll normally, change a little bit, shift, and maybe find something else cool we can do with what we have at the time, but that's normally how it goes.
Yeah.
Are you a structured kind of writer where you say, I'm going to sit down and work on music today? Or is it like spontaneous when it happens?
Oh, I just grab them anytime I can get them. If I have an idea, I just try and stop whatever I'm doing or get as far along as I can through the idea, because sometimes they just disappear as quick as they show up. But I've tried to force myself to write a song. Doesn't normally work out that well for me, but I don't know.
Well, you all have the opportunity to stop by the merch table after the show and, of course, Shakin' Howdy. They are going to be headed up to Lexington, Kentucky tomorrow, and on Saturday, Ludlow, Kentucky. Cabin Fever Music Festival. We all got a little cabin fever this time of year. So, it'd be fun to get out amongst the music once again. You can find the complete tour schedule there at theturkeybuzzards.com. I'm out of the way, y'all. We're going to get more music from the Turkey Buzzards on the WDVX Blue Plate Special.
All right. Well, I'll do you one that I wrote under my favorite oak tree. It's called One Place at a Time. One place at a time is where I try to keep my mind, sitting under this old oak tree, where I let it all unwind. One place at a time is where I try to keep my mind, sharing stories with some old men and drinking old man wine. One place at a time is where I try to keep my mind, with you beside this fire and our hometown in your eyes. I'll be an old man if I'm lucky. I'll be with you if I'm still breathing. Yeah, that's where I keep my mind, one place at a time. Yeah, that's where I keep my mind, time. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
Well, here's another one we're going to be recording here soon, hopefully. It's called Can't Quit Running. This morning feeling young in my mind, body aching, unwinding with time, yearning for learning that comes from roaming around. Now I take most of my trips through old memories of mine. Said and down, I missed making the rounds, trading stories till the morning when our eyes gave out. Can't quit running to what I ain't found. Can't quit running. Up at local low-end haunts, out of earshot and the fancy folk talk. A bunch of boys bragging about toys bought. Average folk hold on to jokes, but you call them have-nots. All shutting down, I missed making the rounds, trading stories till the morning when our eyes gave out. Can't quit running to what I ain't found. Can't quit running. Can't quit running to what I ain't found. Can't quit running. So I'm leaving without a reason, but getting there. Yeah, I'm leaving without a reason, but getting there. So Eric and I have been driving around listening to a Willie Nelson podcast. It's pretty sweet. It's called One by Willie. Is that what it is? But when Eric and I first met, I went over to his place and we were listening to Willie, and I think some video or a picture of him came up, and I just looked into his eyes and I was like, whoa. It's like I saw my grandfather, and like an old dog, and I was like, man, those eyes, something about them, and it got me thinking about my dad and my granddad. And anyways, this tune came out of it. It's called Old Tired Eyes.
Never sat well with him. He put the long hours in. I'm taking that with me. Feeling the weight on my chest. That's not just the cigarettes, it's the days when I couldn't be bothered. Lost in my troubles, no time for another. Scarred hands and no tired eyes. Tell his story far better than I could. Was he doing things right? 'Cause it was the only way. Just keeping busy to keep his troubles away. It's hard to say, and I'm taking that with me. I'm taking that with me.
It's the Turkey Buzzards with us here today on the Blue Plate Special. We're going to get one more tune from them here today, but how about one more round of applause for Jack McKeon? Sorry, y'all. It's a tricky name to say. Yeah, please shake and howdy with all of our performers and just thank them for being here with us today. And feel free to stop by the merch table. Jack just brought his merch in from the car, so there's a lot of merch available over there. And join us again tomorrow. Becca Trimmer will be here with us, along with, again, the Lovesick Trio joining us tomorrow. WDVX.com. That's where you can find the calendar of upcoming performances on the Blue Plate Special. And we are a listener-supported radio station. There's always a donation bucket in the back of the room. A little love in the bucket keeps the good music going. on the Blue Plate Special. Thank you all so much for being here with us today. Will you leave us with the last one?
We can do that. Thanks
All
for
right.
having us.
Sure.
Do one for the nature boy. This one's called Dog in the Sun. Drank myself numb cause my lover's last words were cold as the ground in a buffalo urn. Slow down living is barely living at all. I've been lying like a dog in the sun. I've been trying like a boy in love. Felt close to dying. I've forgotten living's only good for love. I've been taking bumps like my name is Ric Flair. Living in a trailer I'm trying to repair, and that makes it hard to style and profile. I've been lying like a dog in the sun. I've been trying like a boy in love. I felt close to dying. And I've forgotten living's only good for love. Might have missed the boat, but I don't mind swimming. I like to get going more than I like sitting. I just hope it ain't a little too late. 'Cause I've been lying like a dog in the sun. I've been trying like a boy in love. I felt close to I've forgotten living's only good for love. I've forgotten living's only good for love.
That's the Turkey Buzzards. Thank y'all. And join us again next time for more real live music on the Blue Plate.